Good evening, everyone. This is TC with $1stockpicks.com. Tonight we'll be going over the end-of-day plays recap for the picks that were called yesterday, and then after that, and talking about the potential gains for each play, and then we'll roll into today's plays and the chart analysis on those. So let's go ahead with the first one, NAKD. Okay. Yesterday we saw this at 92 cents. The 3% goal was 95 cents. I said short-term goal short-term move would be about 113. Let's see what the high of the day was. 111. Okay, cool. So from where we called it to where it went, potential gains on that was 20%. So congratulations to those that may have traded this one. As you can see, it was finding support here at the 5-day moving average, went up and almost tapped the 20-day moving average. So there was plenty of chance to get out. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart shows that the trading was within the first hour at about 10:20, and it went up and hit the 111 mark. So there we go. Moving on to the next one, Lmfa. All right, so this one trapped between the 5-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to a recent high, which would have been around the 145, 150 mark. However, it didn't have the volume that it needed, or it found some resistance there at that level, pushing it lower down to the 5-day moving average, looking for support there. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. We can see that it went down and hit some lows of about 112, came back up, hit 120, finding some resistance there, and then kind of trading off toward the end of the day. So that one had a potential gain of 0.83% based off of the high of the day, which was 121. Okay, we called this at about 120. So that one. So yeah. Moving on to the next one. Abil, ABIL. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to probably the 20-day moving average at about I think I said 277 before. It was finding some support at the 5-day moving average. So we thought nice move up to recent highs. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. Looks like based off the 5-minute chart, it went down and hit, finding some support about 220. However, this was called at about 231 at 3:30. So right here, came down, found some support at 220, went up and hit a high of 237 for a potential gain of 2.61%. So not quite the 3% goal, but close. So let's move on to the next one. Asns. All right. Daily chart. This one was right at one of the retracement levels at 349. We thought that would surely make a short-term move up to about the 5-day moving average or the 377 mark. However, it found some resistance here at the 349. If we switch to the 5-minute chart, it tapered off because of the resistance at 349, went down to a low of what was that, 320. and then closed higher around 340. So be interesting to see what that does tomorrow. However, like I said, that one was called around 360 for a potential loss of 3.33%. So the overall average was 5.18%. So it was a win for the day overall, based on the average. Of course, NAKD coming in at a whopping 20% possible gain, potential gain there. So that was a good one. We'll look back at that chart. And like I said, these are, when we get these, are explosive. Volume coming in at about the 10-15 mark, shooting it up to some recent highs, it looks like. So recent high of about 120 there. So yeah, the volume started coming in there in the morning. Again, we called that one at 92 cents. So congratulations if you traded that one. All right, moving into today's picks. Let's see here. OGEN. So on this one, daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 91 to 99% or 99 cents per share. Looks like it's finding some support here at about the 84 mark. 84 is the low. But however, today it looks like it found some resistance at the 5-day moving average. But tomorrow, based on market conditions and volume, could push it up to as high as 99 cents per share. So if we break through there, our first retracement level is 104. Keep an eye on your 3% goal. However, if you got in approximately 87 cents per share, your 9% goal is 90 cents per share. And again, depending if you got in 84, 86, just add 3 cents. 3 cents will give you 3%. If that makes sense. All right, moving on to the next one. AETI. This one had a big day, going up as high as 127. Still closed at a 14% gain from the previous day. Looks like we're finding some support above the 5-day moving average, even though it closed red for the day. This was picked up on the scanner based on volume and percentage gain. Looks like we have some potential here. I'm going to break off to the 5-minute chart real quick so I can see things a little more clearly. So based on the 5-minute chart, I would say short-term move up to about the 102. Again, this is under $1, so 3 to 4 cents will give you your 3% gain for the goal. This one was called at 96 cents and then tapered off, even hitting a low of 90 cents after hours. So if you add 3 cents onto that, you're basically at your 3%, with the potential to go up to 102, which could give you 10 to 15% gains there. So awesome. Moving on to the next one, BIOC. BIOC had a big day, closing up 66% for the day, coming down and finding some support around $1. Called at 330. So it came down, let's see, first it was called about 113, then it was called again as a rebuy or average down at 105. Then your respective 3% goal gains are there. But on this one, daily chart or even the 5-minute chart suggests a short-term move back up to about the 118. If we break through that, it could go higher to 131, or sometimes halfway, as it shows right here, at about 125, 126. So hopefully that helps you with some price points. All right, moving on to our last one, MRIN. Closing today's business with a 45% gain for the day. We'll go to the daily chart. Based on the daily chart, we see it made a high of about $5, $4.98, call it, and then came back down. I drew these retracement lines to help me measure the moves from the bottom to the top. Just again to recap that, but we have a pretty long candlestick here. So the opportunity tomorrow is for it to move up to a prior resistant level, which based on this chart, I would have to say about 391. So daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 391. I'll show you the 5-minute chart just in a second, but you can see how big that move is from down here at about 253. A low of a 255 here. Went up and hit 498. So that's about 100% gain there for the day potential. But let's go back and look at the 5-minute chart so I can show you how it's showing some support here at the 350 level, or 360 level, excuse me. So we could see a move tomorrow up to about 391, and that's the analysis. But keep in mind on the 3% goal there at 386, and so that would, since it's a $3 stock, you're looking at 11 to 12 cents for your 3% move. Hopefully that's helpful to you. That's all the stocks we have to review today. This is TC with $1stockpicks.com, and you guys have a great night. Thanks and goodbye.